Hey, Tampon, during the show, I brought up that lady who was our ICE agents. And Tampon said, that lady. So I made a shirt for, I hope that we get in touch with the lady who was unfortunately murdered, get in touch with her family. Because I made a shirt that I want to send everybody in her family.
Man, here we go, man. This Anton Daniels, he is like the biggest narcissist, biggest hypocrite. He is everything that you can think of, man. This dude, man, is on, he's online crying because he created the situation to have his own family in shambles. He out there embarrassing his wife, talking about he's this strong Christian. I mean, he's so strong of a Christian that he carried the cross for Christ. I mean, that's just the way that he talked. But at the same time, he online saying he got a bunch of chicks. Every time he's out of town, he got bad chicks with him, to the point where there's a video circulating where his wife is throwing him under the bus, talking about his attitude and how he behaves, right? But you are embarrassing your wife to the public every time you come online talking about the other women you got, right? Whatever go on inside my household, I'm not online before thousands of people talking about other women, right? And everybody knows that I'm married. Why would you carry yourself like that? You're not 12. This is, man, listen, this is why Kwame Brown called you new money. Because you don't know how to behave. You don't act like a person that had money for some time now, right? Now, he's upset because Corey Holcomb said some disparaging things about his daughter, which was wrong, but they're in battle. But we can look at videos of Anton Daniels doing the same thing, right? Not caring, all in his arrogance, being very belligerent and disrespectful.
When you post your kids online, nobody gives about your kids but you.
That's
like there may be people. Wow. There may be people that like your post, but we don't give about your kids.
I don't care nothing about you. Come on, man. Right. I don't care nothing about you, your mama, your daddy. I don't care about your daughter.
You crossing a crazy line that you ain't have to cross the line. You ain't have to do none of that. You ain't nothing to me.
So he's seen crossing the line multiple times. But now all of a sudden he wants somebody to care because it's his child. But when he was online talking to that man like that, right? Y'all also remember when he, like I said, he said F that woman that was unalived by ICE. Did he give a darn about her family? I mean, he went on a platform with 16,000 people watching. Hundreds of thousands of people see it afterwards and said, F that woman. That's exactly what he said. He didn't care. He didn't have no regard for none of her family, how that would affect her family. So now he invites a man to his private parts. The man goes and comes for his daughter and his wife. Now you on here on shambles crying. You're not in shambles crying because of that. You in shambles crying because you had that girl out of town with you and Corey blew up your spot, right? And embarrassed you. And had this girl being called the side chick, and she wouldn't want to be no side chick to nobody. So she came out and spoke out on behalf of herself. So you embarrassed your wife with another woman. Then you got some man calling your daughter all kinds of names. You created this with your arrogant behavior because you have a history of inviting people to your private parts and talking real greasy about people and talking about people's children.
You dated one woman your whole life.
You gotta listen, bro.
All right, hold on. We gonna stop this right now. All right. You know me. I don't know you. All right. The fact of the matter is, if you're gonna substantiate your argument, you're gonna have to do it without doing ad hominem attacks.
What's your definition of an ad hominem attack? I'm answering the things that you're saying. I'm not being disrespectful.
What you think about me, you don't know half of what my life is like. Honestly.
I know what you display on the internet, and what you display on the internet is that you're married, and you've only been with one woman after your marriage. So how do you have all this information on dating?
Listen. If we gonna have this conversation, you're going to have to substantiate your argument without worrying about whether or not I have been with one woman or not. That has nothing to do with the conversation at all.
How does it not? You don't have any referenceable freaking information. You can't reference what you're saying.
Because I didn't add that as a part of the conversation. If I looked at you and say, okay, you look gay to me, Should I add that as a part of the conversation? Or should I just be able to stand on my own?
Now that is an ad hominem attack. Just in case you don't know the definition, that's an ad hominem attack.
No. If I say you look gay to me, should I add that based off of what I think? Or should we just be able to argue the point based off of what the woman said in the video? But I'm not going to do that, though. You know why?
So do you want me to answer that genuinely, or are you just being disingenuous for the sake of trying to win the argument?
Real. You never said that you was gay, so I'm not going to add that as a part of the conversation. Okay?
But you have said that you're married, have you not? And you have said you haven't been with no women after your marriage, have you not?
I don't need to validate my marriage in order to defeat you in this conversation.
So we all see his history of inviting men to his private parts, calling men LGBTQ when he has no reason to do that, when they've done nothing to him in reference of any way of being that type of lifestyle. But yet and still he invokes that on a person, right? Also, he talks about people's children, right? He's going in on that man on a platform talking about his mother, talking about his babies, his children, and then in the other one he's talking about people's children, and he don't care. He's in his arrogance. But because he's in trouble now, he wants everybody to be sympathetic towards his plight, while at the same time he's on the platform inviting a man to his sack. This is just the stuff that he do. Right? So now when he's in the grease and it's real hot, right? It's real hot. He comes online and he does this.
Long-term damage that could make. Our entire life, we've done everything to protect our child, ensured that she's never, ever, ever needed anything whatsoever. Pray for me and my family. And at this point, I've been advised not to say anything else about it. So that's all I've been authorized to say. Had a couple emergency phone calls. The only thing that I can say at this point is that I can't say anything else about it. First, I need to go and make sure that my daughter is okay. And so it's a lot of tests. I'm not sure if she got to get pulled out of school for the rest of the year. This may affect her in that way. So I have to make sure that she's okay. She's no longer safe even going to school anymore. We got to protect our babies. Under no circumstances will I ever allow for my daughter to go under. So wait a minute. Are you guys telling me, some of you, because I see the overwhelming majority of you are logical, are you guys telling me that it is okay for people to go after underage children? I have to figure out how to pick up the pieces. I have to figure out how to pick. Corey, he won. Corey and Craig, you win. You win, I give up. I have to figure out what collateral damage happened after that. You guys win. I got to figure out how to pick up the pieces. Family is in shambles. Daughter is in shambles. Literally having my wife take her over to get evaluated and figure it out, because crying inside of the principal's office trying to figure out what to do. I'm in shambles.
Now, everybody was waiting for Corey Holcomb's response, because he only comes on Tuesdays. Every Tuesdays, he comes on and he gives his, he does his show, right? Him and Craig Fax and the Mexican girl, right? They go on there and they do their show. So we all was waiting to hear what Corey Holcomb was going to say in response to everything that's been going on with Christina Payne, with the situation with impending lawsuit that may be coming his way from Anton Daniels. Now, mind you, Anton talked all that trash, but as soon as the grease got hot and he got thrown in the grease, he ready to sue. He not fighting his way out. He ready to sue when he actually started the whole situation in the first place. But let's look at what Corey Holcomb had to say.
Hey, Tampon, during the show, I brought up that lady who was ICE agents. And Tampon said, that lady. So I made a shirt for, I hope that we get in touch with the lady who who was unfortunately in touch with her family, because I made a shirt that I want to send everybody in her family, because, you know, he wants to talk about everybody else's family and kids, but if somebody say something about what might be something that touches his heart, he wants to control the way war goes. Let me tell him and everybody else, you're not me. You're not me. But this is dedicated to dude. We got a shirt that will be up for sale. Here it is. This is dedicated to you, lame.
Oh, that's cool.
This is dedicated to you, lame. If you want me to, call me again. I'll send you one. They're thinking they can control how war goes. You playing with me, I'm gonna play with you. I'm gonna play with you, man. You don't even know. I saw a video online. This man talk about all this paper. I saw a video online. You know what I'm saying? Dude, wife shopping at Walmart. And he supposed to be such a boss, but his girl was at Walmart showing her ass in some jeans. Or they wasn't jeans, they was some cheap pants. I'm gonna play the video. Because let me tell everybody something out there. If you put a video or a picture online, it belongs to the game. It's not even your property no more. Did you know that? Thank Corey Holcomb for telling you that. Oh, Corey gonna get in trouble for showing this. Let me tell you something. If you put it online, it belongs to me.
It's the First Amendment, freedom of speech, and in the freedom of speech, you also are allotted the freedom to have your opinion, whether negative or positive, about anything, public figure.
That's what I'm saying. So people don't even know that, man.
Yeah.
They don't even know that. They acting like, ooh, because he sat back and tried to act like he was hurt. Get your cake ass out of here.
So this is what happens when you meet your match. And again, you tried to set Corey up to punch you in the face so that way you can sue. And then you set him up, and then you try to set him up for him to look the way he looked on the show, so you can go all around with your chest beating on your chest saying, hey, the black conservatives made those N-words look crazy. I told you don't be around those ninjas. You're not fooling us, but it backfired on you because Corey took the other road. Corey exposed you with that girl, and now he's using his comedy to just destroy you. I might not agree with the things he's doing, but I'm not a part of the beef. I wouldn't have went on there and invited a man to my you-know-what. I know how to have a conversation with somebody when I see it's going left. I know how to bring it back center. I know how to de-escalate. You didn't de-escalate. You a grown man with a family and a lot to lose, right? But you were so arrogant with your head so above the clouds with no respect for your wife. You out there with this girl, making promises to her you can't fulfill, embarrassing your wife, and then running your mouth. Now you got your daughter in the hot grease, right? Because you're not who you think you are. You are a dork. I told you guys the dorks are now running the internet. The dorks, the nerds, the dweebs. Oh, remember the show Revenge of the Nerds and the Dorks? Yeah, these guys. They put their pocket protectors up and they took the tape off their glasses and now they trying to look cool. But you can't be something you're not. You are a dork. That's what you are, right? And the dorks, the internet has allowed the dorks to now bully the bullies. They're not getting put in lockers no more or getting wedgies because they can talk trash to you from over a computer. That's what they can do. That's what they do. They can destroy you from over a computer. So now it's the revenge of the nerds, revenge of the dorks by way of the internet. But it's backfiring on you because you're not who you thought you was. You thought you was cool. You ain't cool. It's coming out. It's coming out, bro. So y'all gotta let me know what y'all think about this dude, man. Yeah, he's definitely a dork. But y'all gotta let me know about what y'all think about this. If you made it this far in the video, hit that like button, subscribe to Street Media TV, leave your comments in the comment section. And remember, I love y'all. Till the next time. Peace.